Hey guys, OdaibaDiver here. The Trials of Mana Collab has finally arrived in WOTV's global version, and in this video we're gonna break it all down for you, starting with the confirmed player comeback rewards that are introduced in this patch. So about that, I do have to make a few corrections about some of the details that I got wrong in my last video on the subject 2 days ago. So we'll talk more about that in just a bit. Following the comeback rewards, we'll go into the banners and shop to see what is worth keeping an eye on. And then finally, to cap things off, I'm going to talk about 2 quick tips on things that you might miss out on first glance. Alright, so first things first, I need to apologize for getting the select level 120 comeback player campaign banner wrong. Looks like I failed at reading because I thought that this level 120 select is actually applicable to all units released until September 11, but as it turns out, what the text actually meant is that for the 9 other slots in this 10 poll, you can get units and vision cards up till the units released by September 11, meaning the level 120 UR unit select is actually only limited to FFB units. So I have an account set up here where we can take a look exactly what is included in the banner itself. So let me just bring it up real quick. So this is the banner we're talking about, called Zero Visual, and as you can see here, you can select a level 120 unit, but it's only FFB units up to Lotus Mage Fina. So for most players, if you're triggering the comeback player rewards, I think most of you will probably select Lotus Mage Fina. That is definitely the best value you're gonna get out of this banner. But hey, if you're missing out on Soul or a few of the units in the past that are worth playing, or even if you just want to collect Freya at level 130 because you don't have her, you don't have her collected in the past, this banner could be something you could use to do that and improve your elemental mastery. Other than that, yeah, unfortunately it's not as good as what I thought it was, but hey, Lotus Mage Fina is still a really great character, and on top of that, as it turns out, the rewards don't just stop there. You also do get 100 free pulls on Angela, and the way this works is they give you a free 10 pull on this Angela banner once per day for 7 days, and you also get 30 more pulls from the comeback player login bonuses, which I'm gonna show you in just a bit. So let me bring up here, I believe it's this one, right? There we go. So I'll switch my screen. So this is another BlueStacks instance with the limited comeback login bonus rewards loaded up. And one thing I want you guys to know, which is that if you are triggering the 14-day comeback rewards, you don't actually get all of this. So on this account here, this is actually an account that I created for testing purposes a long time ago, and the way that comeback rewards work is they come in 3 tiers: 14 days, 30 days, and 90 days away. So if you've been away from the game for more than 90 days, you do get everything you see here, which includes of course the characters, 12,000 visual, as well as a unit select ticket and a select ticket for 200 shots up to Young Erde. But if you've only been away for 14 days, you only get some of the stuff here. Fina, Rain, and Laswell, you definitely do get because they are newly added to the bonuses. And then I believe you get the temple tickets here, the 30 temple tickets, which when combined with the banner that gives you 70 will result in a total of 100 free pulls on Angela. And as for the visual, I believe what Kim Dokja on the WOTV community Discord told me was that if you're only 14 days away, you only get 4,000 visual, and that is if you've never triggered it in the past. So keep in mind that the details for this part of the campaign is not, I can't 100% confirm it for you right now, but if you do want the confirmed rewards, then maybe check back on my YouTube channel on October 9. Maybe don't log in on October 9, wait for my video on the subject, see what the confirmed rewards are before you decide if you want to, capitalize on the comeback campaign. Now, apart from the 2 banners, the level 120 select and the what is the other one called, the Angela banner, the 100 free pulls on Angela banner. Apart from those two things, you also do get all the other comeback rewards from the past, which includes the free level 99 UR vision card guaranteed 10 pull and a bunch of other stuff as well. So all of these banners are the same as before, and from what Kim Dokja told me, apparently if you trigger them in the past, like for example if you did it once during the Final Fantasy VII AC Advent Children collab, even if you've done it back then, apparently if you trigger it now, you will still get the vision card banners. Some of the banners like, guaranteed UR unit and the unit shard things may not come back. We don't know about that. But for the vision cards, you do actually get them again for some reason. So that is something you could capitalize on if you're missing vision cards. But do note that these vision cards only they're only updated to Trove of Knowledge. So for a player like myself on my main account, I do actually have every single vision card listed here max already. So to me, it is not really worthwhile to do a comeback campaign for these banners. So for me, I'm actually considering doing it myself. But the only way I would do it is if next week when Crimson Wizard comes out, if they update this banner here, the 100 free pulls from Angela to Crimson Wizard, then that is my cue to absolutely capitalize on it, because I was planning to skip Angela from the beginning anyway. The only character I'm kind of on the fence on is Crimson Wizard. So if they change it, I will definitely do it. I've already discussed it with my guild, and the way I'm gonna do it is I do have an alternate account that's pretty strong, so I'm gonna do like a 1-to-1 replacement in the guild I'm playing in, so that I can disappear for 14 days on my main account. Now, depending on what your account status is and how strict your guild is, you might want to discuss this with your guild members and your guild leader before you decide to, disappear for 14 days on your WOTV account. But just so you guys know, for a lot of veteran players, because the vision card banners are only updated to Trove of Knowledge, it may not actually be worthwhile to do this comeback campaign, especially given that they've recently updated the limited guild battle rewards as well. Let me just change back to my main account. So we only found out about this today, but starting from this limited guild battle, they are actually giving out Veritas medals, and they're quite substantial. So as you can see here, if your guild comes in first, you do actually get 500 Veritas of the Boat and 500 Veritas of the Earth medals, which is crazy. And because of this alone, I don't actually recommend missing out on limited guild battle anymore, unless you don't really care about the Veritas units, of course. So personally for me, if I decide to go away for 14 days, I'm definitely going to at least finish the limited guild battle first. Now do note that in order to get these rewards, you can't just disappear from your guild and get them. You have to actually play in at least one of the limited guild battles to be eligible in getting the overall ranking reward. So keep that in mind. As for when you should disappear to trigger the 14-day reward, I'm gonna leave it up to you. Just take out the calendar and look at which 14 days make the most sense for you. It's gonna be different for everyone, because you have to look at whether or not you're allowed to miss guild battles, or if you might need to temporarily leave your current guild in order to go and trigger the comeback campaign. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the comeback campaign rewards. Next up, we're going to talk about the shops and summon banners. So for that, I actually have to go and pull out the let's see here, the other account, because I've already done my pulls for the day, so you won't actually be able to see much in my main account. Alright, so once again, just to recap for anyone who missed what I said the previous time in my video, for Trials of Mana collab, unfortunately Angela and Duran are decent units, but they don't really stand out as super fantastic meta units out there. Angela, for example, is already outclassed by characters like Shureka, and in the future, I'm sure she's going to be outclassed by even more units. So unless you really enjoy, playing Angela, if you really like the kit, and if you think she has an interesting playstyle, then of course, by all means, go ahead and pull for her. But for most people, I'm going to recommend that she's not going to be a great character to pull on. Similarly for Duran, let's pull out his banner. Duran is a decent character for sure. Unfortunately, he has quite a few weaknesses, and he's not going to be that impactful in PvP content. If you're playing in PvE, that's a different story though, and my recommendation for Duran, of course, is to build him up to at least level 99 so that you will make it, so that it will be easier for you to earn Trials of Reckoning points when that event begins, because this time around the Trials of Reckoning equipment is pretty important. It gives you Curse Resist and Immobilize Resist on the same item, and it is the only equipment in the game to do so. So you want to make sure that you can unlock Duran to level 99 for the extra vision card slot. Other than that, the vision cards itself, I've mentioned this before, they are the real winners of this collab. These two in particular, both of them are really good, and it's too difficult to, it will take too long for me to explain exactly why they're good, but I'll give you the brief summary, which is that this card here is fantastic because it has 3 very good party abilities that, although they can be easily replaced, although they are pretty common and you do see it on other vision cards as well, the thing is, because they combine everything in a single card, it's actually very efficient, and it will be something that will potentially be really good down the line. As for the other one, the Trials of Mana vision card, this one here is the complete opposite, because it does give you a few of the rarer party abilities like physical damage reduction for wider attack area. And on top of that, attack up 60% makes it, it's one of the, not every single attack up card has 60%. So because of the combination here, and also you do get some curse resistance on this card. Overall, I would say both vision cards are really good, but the thing is, having played JP for a while now, I did notice that almost nobody, well, not nobody, most people are still not using the Trials of Mana cards because they are not impactful right away. So if you get them, do know that these vision cards, their worth is basically for future proofing your account, because we don't know what else is coming down the line. So if you can afford these 2 vision cards, it's highly recommended you grab them, just so that you will be able to make like the strongest team in the future if they happen to release characters that need these vision cards. So that's the main reason why you should pull on both of them. But if you're strapped for visual, or if you're a free-to-play player who doesn't have a lot of units in the first place, I think it's okay to skip out on one of them. So you should pick, in that situation, you should pick whichever card you think will benefit the characters and weapon classes that you play the most of. They're about the same in terms of power level, because both of them are very good for very different reasons. So ultimately it comes down to what characters, what weapon classes are supported. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the what characters and what characters and vision card you should pull for. As to how you should go about pulling for them, for Angela, I think it's pretty straightforward. You just go for whichever one suits your fancy, because her default banner is really bad, requires you to go all the way to 40,000 vision, which is not a great idea. But the thing is, if you are going to need Trials of Mana Mind Spears, this banner here is a pretty good deal. If you don't actually plan on building Trials of Mana characters though, I would actually recommend skipping this banner altogether, because I did pull on it myself and I didn't get anything new, and it kind of feels like a waste because I'm not even sure if I'm going to go for Crimson Wizard. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now another banner today that's limited to today only, that is a pretty good deal, is this 1000 paid Viz banner that gives you a 50 summon, 50 pulls along with 5 URs guaranteed. Again, I pulled on this banner, but I regret pulling on it because as it turns out, I have so many of the vision cards and units already that I didn't get anybody new. So I would only recommend pulling on this banner if you still have gaps. If you still have quite a lot of units and vision cards that you're missing out on. Otherwise, if you have most of everything, maybe just skip this banner and wait next month for the 1000 paid Viz 10 UR guaranteed banner that you can re-roll 3 times. That's going to be a better bang for your buck for sure. Now, one last thing I want to mention about the banners, which is that this time for the Trials of Mana collab, both of the vision card banners actually share pity medal. So if we go into the medal shop here, so one strategy, the good thing is if you're gonna go for both of them, you know, you should definitely try and pull, and hopefully you get at least one of the 2 collab vision cards, and then with the medals that you get from pulling, as long as you have 1000, you can easily trade for the other one that you don't have. So the way I went about it is I got pretty lucky and got one of the vision cards on my first pull actually for 1000 Viz, and then I stopped pulling on that banner, and then I went ahead and finished the 3-step for the other vision card. Unfortunately, I didn't get it yet. And then what's gonna happen now is every day, because I've paid Viz, so I will basically do a single 50 paid Viz pull on the vision card banner that I don't have. And I'm gonna just keep accumulating the medals until I reach 1000, or actually until I reach 800. Once I'm at 800 medals, I will go ahead and finish the 3-step banner for the other vision card to help get me to pity. So that is you know, the best way you can go about it. But if you are lucky and you get them both on the 3-step banner, then of course you don't have to you know, slowly do the daily pull. So hopefully you do get good luck on that. If not, then I do hope that you at least get one of the vision card so that you only have to pity the other. Now moving on to the shops, this time around there's not that much that's worth paying attention to. Obviously for the special price shop, you should just grab everything if you have the paid Viz. You're almost free essentially. And then if you are going to pull for Angela, you should go for the tickets here, both the Duran and the Angela ones, because even the Duran featured summon ticket, it actually contributes towards the PT for Angela in the mark shop. So if you're going to try for that, it might be worth picking up the Duran ticket as well. If not, you know, personally I pulled for the I got the Angela Temple ticket just so that I can try my luck and see if I get her or not. Other than that, this time around, the only other really good item is the 500 paid Viz 200 character shard select ticket that goes all the way until Ramada. I actually picked this up even though I have pretty much all the characters except for Ramada and Lotus Mage Fina. Yeah, those are the only 2 I don't have out of the non-limited roster. So whenever I am able to luck sack on Ramada or Lotus Mage Fina, I can straight away use the 200 shards to you know, build them, get them closer to level 99. So this is totally worth getting. On the normal shop front, there's nothing really different this time. As usual, you should get the, you know, Burst Bot Pack, Armor Bot Pack, as well as the Shine Sand, and I think that's about it. Everything else is pretty standard, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Finally, we're gonna go into the last part of the video. The 2 things I think that most of you guys should try and get done before anything else. The first thing is that don't forget that with Angela and Duran, because there are new trial companions, it means that, you know, there is a quest here for 50 visual that you can easily clear as long as you do a quest with a trial companion. No, actually not even trial companion, any companion will do. And as you can see here, I actually left the Lilish quest undone. So the moment I did one of them with the trial companion, it gave me every single thing here. So I'm able to claim 150 free vis right now for nothing, essentially. So that's one thing that you might miss out on if you don't check the missions. I know that I've missed out on a couple of these before. And finally, the other really cool thing about Trials of Mana collab this time around is that there is a one-time quest. Well, not really one-time quest. You can repeat it, but there is no point in repeating it. It is the Little Cactus prize quest here that you should try and get done as early as possible, because it will unlock a special piece of equipment that I'm going to show you right over here. I don't even remember what it's called. Is it just Little Cactus? Okay, Little Cactus plush doll. So what's unique about this equipment is that from now until November 7, which is 1 week after Trials of Mana collab finishes, from now till then, this equipment will give you JP up 50% on whatever character you equip it on. So this is something that was in the JP version as well. During this period, it might make sense for you to always equip this thing on any one of your characters that you bring into battle to try and just, you know, store up JP. And then, you know, if you have a bunch of extra, you can store it up in the JP bank, so that you don't have to, you know, run the JP quest every single time a new character comes out. So those are the two things that you might not realize in this patch if you didn't pay attention to, you know, all of the notices. I thought I should mention them, but this is going to be pretty much it this time around. Of course, once you have you know, done your polls and everything, do make sure to go into the quest and start playing the Trials of Mana collab story. This time around, there is actually quite a bit of back and forth between the collab characters and the World of Visions characters, which is quite interesting. They don't do this all the time, and as you're finishing the quest, you do complete the challenge missions as well. Alright, so that's going to pretty much be it. I'm still kind of fine-tuning, you know, what the contents of these kinds of patch breakdowns should be like. Definitely let me know what you think about, you know, the contents of this sort of video. Not sure if I'm going to, you know, change it up and do it a little bit different. I feel like I'm always trying to cram too much into one video. So if you have any feedback on that, that would be helpful. So to leave you guys off, coming up next, my next video, which I finished the script on, is going to be about Exia. I'm going to do a bit of a demonstration and tell you guys why Exia is really the next mana that is going to be coming to the game. So hope you guys look forward to that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you know, check out my other videos over here or over here, and you can also click on the icon here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time.